Hey everybody, it's Stevie J back with your UFC on Fuel TV results from Wembley Arena in London, England. We had an interim title fight on the line tonight, Renan Barao defending against Michael McDonald. But before we get to that, let's go through these other televised fights on the Fuel TV card. This was a card that started out slow and got better as we went. And by slow I mean Che Mills and Matt Riddle had a very boring fight where Riddle just kept taking him down over and over again, and Mills just wanted to strike with him and couldn't do anything to stop the takedowns and didn't have any jiu-jitsu off his back, so Riddle just totally dominated this fight. He got the decision, but it wasn't unanimously because one judge actually scored it 29-28 Mills. I don't know what fight he was watching. The other two judges saw it 29-28 and 30-27 for Matt Riddle. Correct decision, boring fight, nobody ever needs to watch it. Ryan Jimmo and James Te-Huna in a light heavyweight bout. This one was a little better because Jimmo knocked Te-Huna down with a head kick and started pouring on hammer fists in the first round, but he wasn't able to get it stopped. It was close, but Te-Huna had enough defense to hang on. And then in the second and the third round, Te-Huna made a big comeback, which led to a debate from the announcing team, which was Kenny Florian and John Anik, as to whether or not Jimmo got a first round 10-8. If he did, and Te-Huna won the second and the third round, then the score would be tied and the fight would be a draw. But that wasn't how the judges saw it. Their official scores were 29-27, 29-28, and 29-28, all for James Te-Huna. Gunnar Nelson might have been the fan favorite. The crowd was actually chanting, "Gunnar, Gunnar, Gunnar," throughout this fight. And he did get the better of Jorge Santiago in our third straight fight that went to a decision. This one wound up being 29-28 times 2 and 30-27. I actually thought it was 30-27. I thought Gunnar won every single round of this fight. He was just the better striker, the more effective striker. Santiago had one really good punch right at the end of the fight, but it was too little too late. Jimmy Manuwa and Cyrille Diabaté had a very weird ending. Manuwa probably won the first round regardless, but Diabaté got injured, possibly on a takedown attempt. Nobody really knows for sure what happened. Maybe he tore a muscle in his leg, maybe he blew out his knee, but he was unable to continue. So the winner by TKO after the end of round 1 is Jimmy Manuwa. Then we go to Cub Swanson and Dustin Poirier, which could have been a main event on a different Fuel TV card and was arguably the most explosive fight out of all of the fights we saw tonight. Swanson was probably the better striker for the first round at least, and Poirier got hurt by an uppercut, but he managed to hang on and survive the round. Poirier had his best round in the second as he found a home for the jab, but he kept getting stuffed on a takedown attempt. Poirier was unable to keep him on the ground when he got him down, so I'd say it was a pretty even round striking-wise. Third round, Swanson actually did get hurt early on and smiled at Poirier, which to me is always a sign. Whenever a guy is big, that means I just got hurt. Come at me, bro. And Poirier tried to, but Swanson actually took him down and was on top. Poirier did get back to his feet with 2:11 left. Swanson took him right back down again. Poirier got right back up again. Swanson actually started mugging for the crowd at one point when he got a sweep and smiled and cupped his ear. Just like, really, what are you thinking there? Because in all his showboating, he let Poirier get back up. Poirier got thrown back to the ground. He got a leg and tried to sweep, and he did get to the top with a few seconds left and tried to jump over the top with a punch to hopefully knock out Swanson, but it was too late for that, and it didn't work, and he lost this fight 29-28, 30-27 times 2. Renan Barao got rocked in the first round of the title fight, but from there on, this fight was pretty much his. He was a better striker. He was taking him to the ground. He was doing what he wanted to with Michael McDonald, whose best hope was to get in and out with combos. But the problem is, even when he did, he was getting counterpunched. And Barao is just an amazing athlete. He does things that shouldn't work that do. He threw a spinning heel kick that actually landed on McDonald's chin. He's lucky that didn't knock him out, but it just, you could tell by the fourth round he was in a bad way, and he got his nose busted open on a knee, and it was bleeding profusely. Then to make matters worse, he got taken down right into the arm triangle choke and got tapped out. The official time of the fight was 3:57 of the fourth round for Renan Barao. And with that, I've got some rankings to fill out, so I'm out of here. Stevie J from AngryMarks.com.